Prima video intervista di Indie for Bunnies, partiamo con un gruppo direttamente da Austin, Texas. Loro sono a Roma, suoneranno questa sera al Circo degli Artisti. Siamo con Tim, batterista dei I Love You But I've Chosen Darkness. How's it going, Tim?
Doing well, thank you.
This is your first time in Rome. I think this is your first time in Europe in general. How's it going?
Well, we've been to Europe before one time for just 5 days, but yeah, this is our first tour of all of Europe. So far, Italy has been great. We only played last night in Bologna, but we're really excited. We've been all the way to Norway and Germany, so we've been doing a lot.
You having a great time in Europe. I mean, many people are talking good about your music. Did you expect this before? This is your first album. You were expecting this from Europe and especially from Italy. All good reviews, all good appreciation from here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the most optimistic person, but I kind of hoped that that would be the case. I hoped that we could come to Italy and play to a lot of people and have the opportunity to come because I really like it here. But to be expected, I don't know. You always hope it to be that way, right? But you can never say for sure. But no, it's been great so far.
Okay, I want to make you a question about something that probably everybody asks you about the name.
Yes.
I'm so curious. Where does the name come from? And most of all, when you chosen this name, did you think that many people could be interested, get in touch with your music, cause curious about the name?
I'm sure, yeah. It is a weird name. It's very long and it invokes a lot of feelings. It does, I think a lot of people relate to it for some reason. But the way the name came about isn't a very interesting story, really. It just kind of came about. But I agree with you, yeah, the name definitely draws people to wonder what the band is about, right? Some people think that we're satanic.
Yeah.
Some people think that we're heavy metal.
First impression, yeah.
So sometimes people are a little surprised when they see us because we're very normal looking people. But yeah, the name just kind of came about. It's not even worth telling, really. There's not much to it. There's no fascinating story. I wish there were, but sometimes we make them up, but not tonight.
What about instead about the symbol on the cover?
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, symbol like cross in a heart. What's the meaning for you?
Well, I think the two complete opposites. Really, our friend of ours named Craig McCaffrey, he was in a band called Paul Newman with Eddie, who's in the band, and he's also in a band called American Analog Set, which maybe you've heard of them. But he's a graphic designer, and he made the design. And I just thought, we all thought, it just seemed perfect for an album cover and really just by itself, without any name or anything.
Yeah.
I think it's very
so essential.
There's something very visceral about it, and very it invokes a lot of ideas. What they are, I don't know, but it's really great design. I think it kind of really captures the record for what the sound of the record, and I think it's perfect.
Yeah. In this period, it seems like many bands are recovering sound from English music of 80s. Everybody's talking about Joy Division, about Cure once again. Is it right to talk about this like a movement? Like somebody's talking like new wave, and do you feel I Love You But I've Chosen Darkness feel part of this movement or not?
Not really, no. I mean, yeah, I'm aware that it's going on. I think it's more of a press issue. I think the music industry always looking for something to tag something, right? So suddenly we're the Joy Division Cure resurrected or something.
Yeah.
Right? Cure Pornography is a great album. Yeah. I love that album, and those are great influential bands. When I was younger, of course, I think I listened to the Cure a lot, and I still would. If I picked up a Cure record, to me it's pretty dated, But I still think I really admire the sounds. We wanted the record to be kind of cold and yet still have a lot of soul to it, and I think they did the same kind of thing. But as far as the way they play their instruments, I think it's a bit different. I was an American teenager in the early '90s, and I was into the punk scene, underground punk movement. So that's always been a part of me too,
let's talk about the O and Today songs.
Okay.
Those are instrumental songs, and you put them in the middle of the track list.
Yes.
There is a reason. It seems like you wanted to divide in two part the album.
Yeah.
You know, also musically they seem so different from the rest of the album. Much more slow, and you know, also as you use the guitar, it seems different from the other part of the album.
That's true. Yeah, well, when you make an album, you want to make it a composition, right? So, really, the placement of the songs for us, I think, it was a bit bold to put the owl. I think, what is it, the third or fourth song? So, I mean, that's what you want to. We wanted to represent that song. I think it's a really powerful piece. So. We decided to put it early in the record because we weren't making a top 40 record anyway. And I think the album, there are some songs that are very catchy, but at the same time, the second half of the record is more introspective, a little more soundtrack sounding stuff, where, you know, maybe driving at night in your car alone, you put that album on and it really makes sense.
Especially the old make me think about soundtrack thriller, like 80s thriller, and also I think you made a video about this song. It's animation video. It's very cool, and it's very.
Actually, it's funny that video. We never meant to make a video for it, but this guy in Canada, Emmanuel Ho.
You made it.
He made he was gonna make the video for Recording and Plan, but he didn't have the time, so we ended up doing something else really quick, and he just sent us that owl video just for free. So it's amazing. I think it's a beautiful thing.
It's a great video.
Really
I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's really good. I love it. And
you come from Austin. It seems that in this period there is a great indie rock scene. What's happening there? And most of all, what about the South by Southwest festival there?
Well, Austin is always from the '60s has always been a very rich musical scene. In the '60s, you had Rocky Erickson. And the 13th Floor Elevators, very psychedelic band that really started all of the hippie movement, really, you know. And then later on you had the punk, you had the Big Boys, Butthole Surfers, Scratch Acid,
so
and then
it's always happening.
Going. There's always been a very rich underground scene because it's a university town, and in Texas it's really the only city where creative people would really want to live.
What about Secretly Canadian? It's great label from the States, and you got in touch with them after the EP, because the EP is came out from another So I was going with them.
Oh, great. The reason we chose them is because first of all, they're very honest people, and they're friends, first of all, and they love music, and it's more about the music than the business. Mind you, the business they run is very well run, and they're very professional, and they have a great roster of musicians. It's very. We thought it'd be great because we don't really sound like any bands on the label, so it's been it's worked out really great. I mean, they're great. They're a great label. That's pretty much all you can say. And we have a great relationship. We're very close, so it's perfect.
Okay, you will play in like 2 hours. What we have expect from your live? Any covers for festival? And anyway,
no covers. I don't know what to expect. We'll see. Our singer's sick. He's losing his voice, so hopefully we can have vocals tonight. But no covers and nothing too unexpected. But we're gonna play most of the songs on the album.
Okay.